Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I also want to join colleagues in appreciating this good work and make the following observations, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, when you look at the budget, the supplementary budget, you realize that a few areas have been taken care of which are critical and which are important to the Kenyans. The first one is there has been some increase of resources towards infrastructure for schools that was destroyed by floods. That is very good, Honorable Speaker. The only observation I want to make there is, as this money is being allocated, Honorable Speaker, we need to ensure that there is equity in the distribution of the resources, so that these resources, additional resources, are equitably shared, so that all parts of the country which were affected benefit. The second matter, Honorable Speaker, which is critical, is the issue of the pending bills. Pending bills are quite a thorn in the flesh of Kenyans. It's important that the committee has also factored in some resources to clear pending bills. My appeal is that we really look at those Kenyans who have been waiting for long for their bills to be cleared, so that they have their bills paid. And in that case, Honorable Speaker, I think we'll make sure that we don't have people who are just have pending bills as which were incurred last year being paid, and those with the 10 years not being paid, Honorable Speaker. The other issue, Honorable Speaker, is important is political parties have been allocated additional 200 million, which is critical for growth of democracy in this country. The reduction was 800, but now the increase is only 200. We understand matters of exchequer release might be a challenge in terms of if we are to give all the 800. But I think as we move to the future, Honorable Speaker, it is very important that we allocate resources for political parties if we want to grow our democracy. And this is a matter all of us as a House, we need to support so that our political parties become strong. With strong political parties, our democracy in this country will be growing, Honorable Speaker, and I think the country will be doing well politically. The other matter which I need to note, Honorable Speaker, there are also areas of concern. One of that is the reduction of resources towards infrastructure, the roads, Honorable Speaker. With the flooding, Honorable Speaker, which you have just experienced, it's unfortunate that resources for the roads to be reduced. We understand some were donor funded, and on the basis of that resources could not be accessed. But Honorable Speaker, we need now more resources going towards roads as opposed to reducing the resources. So I think in the estimates, we'll be factor more resources so that we develop the roads. Honorable Speaker, the other matter, which I think is worth mentioning, is the use of Article 223. Honorable Speaker, we continue to experience abuse of this article. And I think it is important as a country, Honorable Speaker, the executive does what it takes to reduce abuse of this article. If you look at this article, it only allows unplanned activities and emergency. And when you look at it at times, Honorable Speaker, you realize some of the expenditure items don't fall under that category. It's important as a country we take care of this. My last point, Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, is the issue of development budget. You know, Honorable Speaker, the more we continue reducing development budget in our supplementary budgets, the more we are not helping the economy to grow. If you look at the totality of what has been reduced in the development budget, it's such a huge figure that we should not be experiencing this. Even if it's the issue of absorption rates, Honorable Speaker, it is important that we use development budget to grow this economy. My last point, Honorable Speaker, is what the Deputy Speaker was saying, and I think it's very important. It is important in this country, Honorable Speaker, we tie the reports of Public Accounts Committee with the reports of the budget, so that those MDAs who have been picked as not using well the public resources through the Public Accounts Committee should not be getting more resources when we are budgeting. I think that has been a gap. We need to see that gap being sorted out by Public Accounts Committee sitting down with the Budget Committee when it comes to the estimates, so that we harmonize those two reports and we only allocate resources to areas where we think we are getting value for money. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.